Hi Lisa, I've been watching your live streams for a few weeks now, and since then I'm always looking forward to it. Thank you so much for these free sessions. I can really feel an intense presence and love, which makes things much clearer. One question: when would you say is the right time to quit studying something you really dislike for quite a long time? Well, I have my opinion on that, Tim, but that's something that you've got to come to your own conclusion about. You know, if you get the answer from someone else, then your mind always has the possibility to blame them for that decision or give them the credit for that decision. You know, part of being human is stepping up and taking responsibility for your decisions on the human level. And that's strength. You know, if someone keeps feeding you the answer, that's like having a never-ending mother and staying never-ending child. I know I say all these things and it seems like I'm feeding the answer, but when it comes to personal things, like sometimes I will answer, but you'll feel so much better if you make the decision. Right from your gut, with all your strength. You know, and when you're examining it, know that you have a right to be happy. You always have a right to be happy. We get into our mind so often that we're guilty or we don't have a right to be happy. We don't have a right to succeed, but you do. And just that change in thought that you have a right, it just brings strength. You can feel it. I have a right to be happy. I have a right to be loved. Not a right as in like arrogance, but like I'm allowed to be happy. Maybe that's a better way to put it. I'm allowed to be happy. I'm allowed to be loved. Yeah, that's much better than right. Right is to like my right, like a protest. You are allowed to be loved. You're allowed to be happy. And you're allowed to make your own choices. Ultimately knowing that those choices aren't personal. Like there's no person really choosing. But on the human level, it appears as if you do choose, and that choice is strength. Feel it. Thank you, and thank you for the compliments. It's such a pleasure to share this message with people. It's a gift for me to be able to talk about it as well. I've learned so much and I've grown so much in the 8 years of teaching. So much. And it's not that I've grown because it's all been good. That's not what life's like. We grow through falling over. Like I've fallen over through teaching. It's been easy and not. It's been good and not good, but it's been challenging at times. And it's always helping me to, on the human level, to come more and more in line with that realization. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share with all of you more than ever. And there's been times when I've thought about quitting, and there's been times when I've wanted to run away from the public light or from people's judgments. But I've come to this place now, and you might notice it in the way that I'm speaking, where I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be able to share. Thank you for letting me give, because giving is our nature on the human level, on life's level. Like life is always giving to itself. That's what we do. And that's when you really find your right work, and what you're meant to do on the work level is giving. When you feel like you're giving, not when you feel like you're working or taking, but when you feel like you're giving. And that doesn't need to be a grand job. That can be as simple as selling tickets. If you're in that state of giving and you see it as something that you're giving, that's beautiful. That can be doing the accounts. And I just see it as an absolute gift that I can speak with you. And just over the last 8 years, that's grown more and more and more intensely. Through tripping over. It's the tripping over which has made me grow more into this and learning from my mistakes. Hope that makes sense. I speak spontaneously, everyone. I'm sure you know that, but I plan nothing when I speak. Maybe on a retreat I plan things, but like plan to do this or to do that. But when I'm speaking, I don't plan anything. I have no reference points. It all just tumbles out. I have nowhere where I'm going, and I don't really, I'm always changing my belief systems. They're always getting updated and changing and growing. So it's like an ever-evolving thing, and no talk is the same. Like I'm an evolving instrument. I watch something, I do something, and I evolve, and then I speak again. So every talk is so completely different. Maybe it feels like I'm repeating myself to you, but to me it feels like I'm always changing. And that's another crazy thing about our society. Our society believes that we should get one belief and concept and one identity and stick to it. Whereas I see it shouldn't be like that at all. Like every idea is a tool to help us grow to something else, to change. Hey, Eddie. I have no questions. I know it all, thank you, among others. Now the teaching, learning happening in another level, above words and concepts. Yeah, you were just starting to teach. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Yeah, what a journey that's been. I never ever thought, honestly, if I could tell you guys all the details that has happened in the last 8 years of teaching, I had no clue what was coming when I first started speaking. It's been quite the journey. Yeah. It's been amazing. It's been, yeah. I've learned so much from it. I'm so grateful. Yeah. It's going to make me cry.